But there are those who have journeyed into the human form and returned. And therein I sit and am held many others. So I shall humanize this story so that you can take its essence. Imagine you, if you will, that which is called the grand gathering into the heavens, into this light. And there resides those that have been unto that which is humanness and returned, and those who have not journeyed, but have held the essence of God purely in the vibration. And the time now that is upon the earth, as I understand time to be, that which was the divine spark that was sent forth and housed within all beings, is finally coming as humanity. And as such, long it would seem to them has been a journey to this moment. And so, with great patience, we watch as many don their robes, their sandals, and make the pilgrimage to holy lands. And there indeed, among the Sphinx, the pyramids, among the fires, among the waters, the mountains, the seas, great rocks, great carvings, among deserts and plainlands, they make their pledge to God, to the light within them. And it is a good time, for unto us we know they are coming close now to where they'll turn that to each other, and that will change humanity forever. And so, on bended knees, on desert floors, on mountain tops, in synagogues, ashrams, churches, cathedrals, man has prayed to God. But has not created a place within them for the answer. So the answer sits waiting for that place. Man created a place to go to pray to God, but had yet created a place within them for God to come with the answer. When you know that God is committed to you, that knowing creates the place. When you put out your arms to another, or you send your thought to them, that place is being used in its rightful way. I never have, nor do I now, nor ever shall I teach you alone. I represent the mind of God and all that resides there. And as such, I draw upon that which is my brethren and sisterin in spirit, and have used many cultures to teach you from. Many dialects are interwoven, and I indeed scan all of your psyches and use even your own vocabularies back with you. You have never met only the pure essence of Zarathustra. For it is no more. Do not be afraid to to wholly see yourself as one and feel the difference of who you are to who you think you have been. For there is among many of you the fear of losing your mind, the fear of how you will see yourself and can you still function in society as such. And I will tell you, no, you will not function in society as you have. You will function better, beyond it, with magic, in powers that those who are endeavoring to struggle to hang on to function in society like everybody else will wonder how it is you can do these things. If they think you are mad, you are in good company. For those who have held hope and promise and inspiration to the human spirit, have been called many such things because they believed, devoted, and existed in their life to the more that was invisible before they believed. Never before, as unto this hour, are there so many gathered in like mind to unify with God, to bring forth original intent, peace, harmony, joy, prosperity, wellness, to the human experience. It will change. It is changing. And you are part of it. So I bring a message from that which is, whose voice does not speak through, but who gathers as you gather, and whose spirits are present. They have always been ready. Join with them. Join with God and all that resides there. And use your physical, wondrous forms for what they are intended to do and create the heavens upon the earth. So be it. Be even and truthful in your quiet moment that will be now. And remember, allow yourself to acknowledge how much you have heard my voice, you have felt already, so that you can understand how I come forth and put the thought to voice after you create a place to hear it that way. And you understand greater your power. Be you quiet for one moment. Be inter-reflective and contemplate just how long what I'm saying to you have known in some place within you. Feel a sense of warmth and a sense of returning to some place in thought that you originally knew of and now remember. And holding the thought, I am. So be it. Sweet ones, you are to have unto you what is called your ceremony. Now, be it that I shall explain unto you to this early. From time unto time, in the knowingness of my woman shall be placed understandings of various ceremonies. They are to be used as that which is simply a housing, a vehicle, of which you enact sacred conduct. There is no sacred conduct greater than your quiet communion with God. But as you ought to know that vibration and energies of kindred in alignment, when come together, increase the magnitude many-fold simply by one, that alone one unto another. This amplifies that which is both the magnetic influence of receiving and sending. I have never gathered you longer than what has been a teaching, but there will be more times that you will stay together longer. And you will know when it is time, so that you do not be lifted into a place and then sent back into your dwelling, in your environment, but are housed in a sacred environment. In time this will grow and others from far away will come to participate. From time to time it will be called forth to assist. When it can no longer be facilitated here, it shall be moved. This will come to great understanding before your sun is at its highest and warmest upon the land. But until such time, I prepare your mind for this. Unto you and unto your hour, the time that you be aligned unto that which is yourself and that which is your gifts that you have known since you were a little girl. This something you thought you were to do in your life. That feeling that you were not like everyone else in your family. Well, look around, you have a new family of spirit. And it is going to grow and grow and grow. Never in the years that I have been unto you has there ever been any reference or engagement of the worshipping of I, but of light. And so the acceleration of teaching will grow very quickly. So you are very clear on this. The intent has stayed clear. When situ in that which is called your moment, to commune unto that which is all, and the creator of light and all, that which is for your highest and your greatest good, call you forth unto you. Or be it unto you your wishes and your desires, be it so that you may speak out. Put it upon your purpose, give it the power of the written word. And your gifts. There is no one upon all of earth that is lacking gifts. They may be lacking remembrance of them, but they are not lacking the gifts. Call forth even greater knowledge of yours, and know that you are multi-gifted. Because you may be wondrous with word does not mean you are not wondrous in other ways, indeed. Ask for clarity and ask for the ability to recognize your own position. The fun of this is greatly enchanting for you to observe in your own life how this occurs, how Spirit works with you and for you. And it will be delightful for you to see this and experience it from a much greater stage as a participator. When you do, be sure to acknowledge and give thanks. There are many wondrous stories that could be enacted by many people. And sometime when you are all sitting warmed by the evening air and breeze, when the weather warms and the fire crackles, you will all sit and tell each other stories of what has happened between now and then. Indeed. And it will be a good time by all. You will all be gathered in some of your evenings. You will be asked to come and sleep under the stars together. And you will feast together. And the consciousness is birthed from that. Indeed. In such an environment, the ability to experience Spirit beyond your own is even greater. Plan on it. Better. Very quietly, close your eyes and feel the energy and your room here. Feel it. It is a sweetness This is a healing vibration. Begin to sense it. Feel that. It is a sweetness. This is called hope and inspiration. It feels like this vibration. It is mellow. It has a deep loveness to it. And the feeling of hope is the higher feeling to it. It is different than the one when you laugh. And then after laughter, feel it. That is called a very celebration energy. It's very high. And it creates movement of energy in your being. There's a different acceleration of vibration. I will teach you. You will begin to subtly feel and know these things much better. So you understand the environment you enter at all times. And also, you can re-establish this energy around you for others, which is for yourself. Very good. Yes, it's very wondrous here. I understand all of this. The stars. All right. You may ask some questions. I hear your disappointment. I will take what is called a moment to answer a few of the questions, so there is disappointment I would leave so soon. Indeed, unto him you will return that which is my love unto him. Indeed.
I observed a program the other night that talked about Nostradamus, talked about different astrologers and people who are saying this new year, 1993. And reference is made to earth changes, some very dramatic earth changes. And being that we all live in areas, or have family living in areas that will be affected by dramatic earth changes, I was wondering if you could give us some insight into that.
Absolutely. I can do this thing. If it is only interesting what I had to say on it. Oh, it appears it is. I will proceed. Earth changes, relationships, and prosperity are always what is called the ear pictures. Picking the ear forward. Understanding first what is vibration, and understanding and beliefs of an individual and how it affects and draws to it accordingly its information. It is for you all to understand that when I reiterate to you certain clarity, it is not that Nostradamus be what is called falsehooding, but rather to understand that in the existence of this particular incarnation, this man experienced that which is the early time of an illness. It took what is called the wife and child from him. And it was in after this time flow that he spent more of his time in what is called isolation. And then this brought forth many of the prophecies that are known as the prophecy of Nostradamus. I will say to you they are still influenced to the filter of one who was in depression, as you understand this to be. Thus, there is what is called a slant to that which is his information. And the more that it is understood, not as I have explained it to you, but purely as what is called truth. Every human who aligns to this prophecy as it is a fact gives credence to it to be so. Thus, the terminology that you have heard called self-fulfilling prophecy must be such that it must be told to one who hears it and then engages a certain either confusion about how good life will be. So now the goodness and the natural flow of life no longer has your full attention. It is now diluted and split, and what is called catastrophic event now has part of your mind focus, the power of your mind. I am not saying, nor do I advocate, that you hear no thing that is but positive and put only your mind to this. It is a masterful way of existence to hear many and all things, but to know they are the result of the erratic beliefs of many people, and that it is for you to commit where you choose to align yourself in the belief that your thoughts, your understanding, and your belief make a difference. They do. And